Hey everybody, this is Barry Knight coming to you guys with something a little bit different today. You know, we usually go for campaigns and series and stuff like that, so I wanted to do more of a defense battle. And this is going to be me, the Byzantine Empire, versus Principality of Antioch, Kingdom of Jerusalem over there, England's way back there, and France over there. The only ones with uh, well, let's say siege equipment such as trebuchets would be Jerusalem, and that's it. Otherwise, the rest of them have just normal siege equipment. And the reason I wanted to do this is because I've kind of had an obsession with Greek Firethrowers as of late. As you can see, my Firethrowers are ready to do battle. And I tried this battle out once by myself, and I just couldn't stop trying to beat it. Like, you know how you get one of those ticks where you're just like, I need to keep trying. So I kept trying, and this was the best one I ever got. I've played this battle over 5 to 6 times, I think. I've lost track because I've played too much. Anyways, yep. So England's gonna be coming around either way, and France is gonna be going full set assault on us over here. While Antioch's going full set assault with their squires. See, the difference between England and France versus Antioch is they have like 300 fewer men because I didn't give them a full stack. I shorted them like 5 units each. So they have about the same unit amounts, just like just turn that speech guy down. You know, just to level out the trebuchet amount. That's kind of why. So, this was a very fun battle actually. Just going at it. The last time and the best time, I felt pretty darn good. Now usually I place the Greek Firethrowers that I had right here, up here, and they'd get a few shots on the guys with the ram, but it wasn't working over here, and I didn't want to shoot down in an arc like that. The time just before this one I tried doing that, but it wasn't working very well, so I noticed there's ladders here, and well, there's one here, but there's going to be either one coming around or another one going. So I have these guys going over there in a little bit. Well, these guys pretty much just prep for burning. Blam! Oh, look at that beauty. Oh my gosh. Still at, 129. I mean 119. And they're down to 4, 3. Can they escape? Fire. Oh, nope. Oh, will that unit make it out alive? I wonder. Yeah, this was the part where I didn't get to them in time. I did also want to mention, if you're all curious, I gave each army at least 2 things of cavalry and 2 sets of crossbowmen, you know, like the Templar or Hospitaller crossbowmen. And then that's pretty much it. Or yeoman archers. Oh, speaking of archers, let's see. Archers. I got 2 things of archers way the hell over here. The reason I did that is because I started noticing, hell, there's not a wall. Well, there's not a gate here. So, England has their archers shooting at us. We have our archers shooting back, but they're going to eventually pick all these guys off, or most of them. And I was trying to use my other set of archers to kill off their dudes. Now, you guys just heard the guy call off that killed the enemy general. That was the French general, and when I was playing through, also it didn't show me who it was, so I had to read off, and obviously you don't have a read off, so he got crispified by my Firethrowers. So these guys right here are going to be the ones coming in to get killed. And yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. Holding everybody up at bay. We do have some, you know, insurance back here to keep these two streets at bay.
The enemy siege tower has reached our walls. Let courage and skill at arms lead our way.
Usually when the Antioch came through this way, they would, you know, pretty much smoke us. Or at least they'd come through the gate, they'd just smoke us the rest of the way, so it wasn't working. And yeah. Oh hey, look at these guys. These are my favorite units. The canons of the Holy Sepulchre. Dang, I really like them. And they're also the general unit because infantry won't die as quickly in this one. At least, you know, because cavalry just get slaughtered. If you have spearmen, you just kill them off too quickly, so yeah. Well, look at that guy's jagged sword. Do you see that? It's pretty sweet. So yeah, at this point I decided to move my fire throwers back so I can get some more pot shots off on these guys. Because they're really doing some damage. Oh yeah, and they also do have ladders here. Antioch does, so that's why I would never block this off. This is the first time I tried it, and I was just seeing how it was going, so we'll see that in a little bit. Otherwise, we have my general sitting tight right here, just in case anybody needs him deployed. And we have the fire throwers kind of in this shape, and the reason is because I didn't want them to get, yeah, obviously I didn't want them to get hit by some catastrophic event such as a stone to the face. And we did aim at some of these knights at one point just to pick them off, and these spearmen, that was the only reason I had spearmen on the battlefield. Otherwise I would have had the Varangian guard the whole time, because those guys can hold a place pretty easily. But they're not the best versus cavalry, at least when I was playing this through multiple times. So yeah, they're pretty good at holding position if you need to for a long period of time. Anyways, back over to the French. We are holding them at bay. As I said, these knights came off the wall and they tried killing us off, but they just couldn't break through. Yeah, I just like the fire throwers so much because you can just blast your initial shots off and then you can run back a little bit. The enemy will be distracted and then just fire again after you run away. Guys, just fire, just fire. Jeez. Alright, we're gonna go back to check on Antioch. I believe, like, this was the first time I had Greek Firethrowers right here. So, going at it was a lot easier this time. At least it seemed so. I should have kept my guard up the whole time because I thought I had a chance at the front over there, but then they had some more units come in, and as you saw on the walls, they were just taking it. And England's trying to help out France here. It's just not gonna work. Oh, I forgot to preface the video by saying that we kind of we're defending like the last citadel in a sense of the Great Byzantine Empire. So just imagine Constantinople standards, except in citadel form, you know, to make it a little more difficult for the enemy to get through and a little bit more fun for us to play through. Alright, well, kind of folding back over there. Still holding our own over here this way. At least these fire throwers do their job well. And just as these guys are about to get to us, they fold. They could not get to us. But that's England's initial assault. Their initial assault is just about finished, and Jerusalem's is just about to begin.
Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls.
At this point, I believe I used my bodyguard to take out these 12 guys. Yes, no, maybe so.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord or a military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
So at this point I realized that these lancers are attacking these fire throwers, and I need to move my spearmen over to save their lives. So I'm thinking at this point in the battle, we're doing pretty good, you know? Not too bad. But we're gonna have to fall back to the second layer eventually.
It is time for butcher's work.
And with this way taken away from me, like, I don't have any units over here to feasibly beat back the French and go back over this. This is the gatehouse over here. So I don't have any way out, and I don't realize this at the time. So I'm thinking, we're doing pretty good, you know. We're about to smash these guys right here. Antioch can't get through over here. We pretty much smoked them at the gatehouse. And we got extra units here to take on the French. It's like, what could happen? Oh, I don't know. Your only place left to go right here is gonna get overrun by Jerusalem and their knights. Captain Davy Jones, not gonna die. For whatever reason, I don't know why the English just kept going. Captain Davy was a stupid idiot. Oh, there's two Captain Davies. I did not realize that during the battle. Lol. Anyways, these guys should have been firing on those guys the whole time. I'll get them to do that in just a second. As you can see, I'm realizing they're idle. Then when they start firing, havoc shall be wreaked. Anyways, we're moving about our cav just to keep our chances of winning this battle alive. These noble knights are just going to be a pain in my side, so I'm going to have to send in my spear militia, and we're going to have our Greek Firethrowers here just in case. But as you can see, I didn't see these lancers coming, so they pretty much raked, and they just raped us right there. They just completely crushed our resistance, and it was just sad. Then at that point, I don't know if these guys are going to fire or not, or if these three guys are just going to smoke them. I don't remember. Wasn't focused on these guys. Just two little guys. You know.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the
Which one is
spirit of
that?
his army.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's England. See right there. There's the English bastard. And I wanted to get him with my general, but I don't know if I did get him with my general. Anyways, as things got more progressive, and I thought we could hold the line, Jerusalem started bringing in their lesser of infantry units, and I couldn't hold the line. I had to keep pulling back my fire throwers, and it just wasn't working. At that point, I realized I needed to open up this gate, or at least hold these guys off long enough so I could pull some units back, because I had to focus my attention over here, and any units that Antioch had left, they could get through this area. Oh. So I did kill Antioch, or their general at least. I didn't remember if I did that. But yeah, we're kind of folding over this way. We can't keep up with the French and their onslaught. It's too much! It's too much! The fires of war are strong. And I still have these guys stationed here just to keep these guys at bay.
Military genius can bring us victory from this disgrace.
See, look at that. All those dead corpses. Okay, so then I pulled these guys back and I thought, you know what? It's time to finish these fools off. Now, finish them. Choo 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 choo. No fire? Oh, no fire. Anyways, we got our 30 guys left here. And my general's looking pretty battered. Not too bloody yet, but he's looking a little battered. A little worse for wear. And I'm trying to fight back both sides here. At least what's left of the French army, I'm trying to beat them back so then we're not caught in a clamp. And then that comes at the right time where we need to beat the French back. So then they're going to start routing. Or at least some of them will rout, and then we'll be able to have a good, honest fight over there. At which point I probably should have, retreated. But I thought this is the best I've done on the first level in a long time, or at least held my own this long, without being overrun by all of their infantry. So I gotta keep going. This is too good. And yeah, not so much. But yeah, the Varangian Guard held this position very well. And we were able to pick them off really nice. All of the enemy units just light them up, light them up, you're on fire! We got some chivalric, dismounted chivalric knights left. And we're just cleaning up the rest of the French forces here. I mean, they're wavering. And then we've got just a few more of these guys. Come to think of it, Greek Firethrowers can hold their own pretty well if you give them a lot of chevrons of experience, I guess. But still, they do pretty well. So yeah, with that, we're doing pretty nicely. We're heading back over this way, kind of realizing that our position is faltering. See, these guys are getting steady, and we don't have any more guys to fight these guys off with. And for whatever reason, it was just luck that I accidentally double-clicked over this way with my general, so then I was able to use him to beat these guys off my tail. What I do want you guys to note is that my general right here, yeah, y'all see that? Alright, alright. Look at that. Pretty much point blank shot. His friend dead. And he survived. How did he survive that? Greek Fire Eater. Or something like that.
I pray the course of this battle changes, because defeat.
And so we pull back the cavalry once again. He's just kind of been more of my support unit in a sense, you know. He'll give buffs to the army, say, "Good job, guys, keep it going, don't die yet, yeah." And I figure these noble knights are so low on troop amount that they just waver and leave like what just happened. And so at this point I see these Aventuria. They're like the last of the French resistance. And so I pull back all my guys to go over and face this threat. And the Aventuria, I was going to kill off with my cavalry, but I needed my cavalry over here, I believe. And that would hold off these guys, because these Varangian guards, they're almost gone. There's literally only 2 left. And there's 1. And then there's 0. Wait, there's still 1. And at this time, I'm totally lighting these guys up. And I should have just taken full advantage and just rushed right in there and just crushed them, but I didn't realize how low their morale was. But I do believe I fight them? Yeah, I do fight them, okay. Kinda thought we did. Anyways, yeah, we go full in on these guys. Whoa, that was a little close, guys. As you can see, my men are of no value. Because we just keep lighting them on fire. So anyways, with this passage cleared, we are able to just keep going back and forth on these guys.
Only intervention
But why
by
is
the
my
Almighty
cavalry
Lord
going
or a
away?
military genius can bring us victory from this
I guess I thought at this point I had them under control, under reps in a sense. As you can see, we kind of did just massacre the Knights of Tripoli right there. Squires, sorry, squires. And those guys routed as well, and I thought we have this under control, except we keep lighting our guys on fire. Look at that. We lost like half of our unit right there. Anyways, we used our cavalry to go after these Aventurier because they're annoying as hell. See, look, there's one dead, but what I don't understand why it took so long to kill these guys. See, he's detained over there for so long, and then they have to rout in order to get free. And while I'm over there focusing on that, these guys are all idle when we could be totally taking advantage of the situation. Oh, there's still some French forces left. How's that fence look, my friend? How's it look? Anyways, at this point I see this massive horde of knights coming. I'm like, oh shit, we're dead. We're so dead. So I rushed my general over there, trying not to capture these damn units. Trying to get my other men in place so we can light these guys up. Because I know it's just gonna be one of those tough battles where you're not sure if you're gonna actually pull through. I mean, you pulled through the whole time, but it's just close.
I pray the course of this battle changes, because defeat seems almost certain.
And at this point, defeat was pretty close. I just didn't see it yet. I was just trying to hold on. And my general's right in there. He's just clobbering them left and right. And at that point, I just wanted him to get the hell out of Dodge. But it was too late. He's surrounded by all these units, all these enemies, and it's just... I tried getting him away, and then
Lord protect
an
us.
axe to the
Our
face.
general lies slain upon the battlefield.
My friend. Captain Comanos. No! And then my enemies will falter before his companions' blades. So at this point we have 4 generals bodyguard left, and we're trying to just finish off these darned units. Meanwhile, France, with their one knight right here, is just kind of watching us light these guys up. And these guys just get smoked by the archers. And I have them... There's only 3 of them left, but I had them charge in, and they just cut that guy down, cut this guy down. It was really good. Oh yeah. And then we have another 60, well, it was 60, of these Knights of Jerusalem here. And if they just would have swept over here, we would have been just finished. There's been nothing left, but thankfully the AI was being very stupid today. So I selected all my guys. Seeing the way was clear over this way, I told them to pretty much get inside the keep. While these guys waited for this battering ram to get to this gatehouse. And I had these 2 Byzantine Guard Archer units left. And yeah, Jerusalem was pulling in their good old-fashioned trebuchets. And their Hospitallers were still, I mean, Hospitallers, their Templar crossbowmen were still firing at us from afar. Yeah, fire back and forth, back and forth. Who's gonna win? Yeah, except we ran out of arrows a long time ago. These guys have just been down here shooting away, and where's my other friends? My friends. Oh yes, my friends. So we're pretty much gonna speed ahead until anything really gets good, because it doesn't get good until these guys get all the way inside the castle. Because yeah, you'll see why.
Saints, save us! The enemy are battering down the gates!
Thank God I have a good thing of 1 cavalry left. What is this? There's 1 unit left? Really? They still had men left on the field. Wow. Did not see that coming. Anyways, by the end of it, we had, let's see, where are those Byzantine Guard archers? We had them coming around somewhere. Yeah, they're right there at the gate. They're not going in, which I thought they would have gone in already, and I had them positioned over here. But I saw them there, and I knew that the enemy had cavalry, so I thought, slow them down with some archers, because the Greek Firethrowers will do way more damage in the end, so why not? Of course, it took me a little bit longer to realize this, since I needed to buy my units over here time to get all the way in here to safety, since the second wall was already compromised before we could have a chance to defend it. So I thought, let's just rush in here. Actually, I rushed over here, rushed back up the hill, and rushed over this way. And I was pretty content on just letting them die, and I was rushing back down when I should have just ran them right back into the center, but that was my mistake for the 2 seconds it took, because I thought I'd have enough time running these guys all the way in, and then they make it through. They all the way through. There's just one guy left at the gate, and he's just a jackass, and he sits there long enough to let these bastards in. And that's what he gets for doing that shit. Now you all learn. By the time that happens, my reinforcements, my meager reinforcements have arrived, and we're down to 2% of our troops, and they still have 23% left. So these guys are just getting massacred over here. I mean, just decimated.
Only intervention by the Almighty Lord,
and I got 1 General's Bodyguard unit left. I charge him headlong, right in there. Just get in there. He goes right for it. Goes 1. Oh, I thought he got 2. Yeah, might have got 2. Yep, there's 2, and then he's dead. That was his glorious rush. And then by the time that guy's dead, I move in my Firethrowers. And pretty much, I knew that as soon as these 2 guys hit this unit, they would stop dead in their tracks. So I halted these 2 guys and just told them, hey, wait up. Get ready to fire. See, watch this. Completely stopped. Dead in their tracks. And while this is happening, I have these archers honing in on these guys. Have the Firethrowers just light them up. And by that time, our defensive unit has just gotten massacred by our own guys. Which is kind of sad, because then we didn't have anything left, and then we burned all of our guys. I didn't really think the last couple shots through. I just kind of wanted these guys to be dead. I should have just gotten that last guy out of there, but I didn't think about it.
Enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It is time for butcher's work.
Yeah, look at those arrows. So accurate, just cutting these guys down. And then a miss. That's the funny thing, they missed twice. And they're just getting peppered by all these arrows in the back. Anyways, this kind of just goes on and on for a little bit. Then we kill him off, then we move these guys over there. So we got double coverage on the watchtowers, so then we get as many kills as possible. And I realized they're trying to break down the walls with those damn trebuchets, which was something new because they were really low on troops at this point. I mean, they were down to 21%, and I was down to my 1% with my 4 Firethrowers and my 18 Byzantine Guard archers. So we were down to 22 guys, and still fighting strong. Make that 16 guys, and then I realized the wall's breaking. We gotta get you guys the hell out of there. It might have been 40% by the time I realized that. But anyways,
our enemy's ladders have reached our
yeah, they were
walls.
getting their ladders up there.
Butcher's work.
The Templars were ready to face us in battle. All you fools, you cannot defeat us. We will not falter. Our faith shall prevail. And then I realized, Firethrowers, get over here. We need you. They're like, okay. One last hurrah, men! One last hurrah! Fight to the end! Defend the faith. Defend it from these hoodlums of Catholicness. Orthodoxy is the way. And then... yeah, I was gonna say, at least one of them was firing at these guys. So I'm just gonna kind of speed it along because it was just one or two shots, then they broke. And I had these guys run for it. I wanted another last stand over here. There were multiple last stands. That was one of them. Okay, the Knights was the first one. That was the second one. This is the third last stand. And they completely missed, which is kind of sucked. And I was trying to get these guys to fire before they got to them.
Our enemy is in control of the fort.
Yeah. So we started taking pot shots again, and these last two guys, well, the one that was left, he fought to the end. He defended us very well. I was trying to get one good shot off with these three guys, but they just wouldn't fire. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. And I thought, no, I'm not ending it like this. So I rushed this guy away. He takes one for the team. He tries to run for the castle for help. Help! Help! Castle guards, we can't do it alone. No, I can do it alone. Pew! And the arrows will fly, and my last man fought to the end.
We fought like true men.
80%. You all saw that? Go back like the last half second it was. It was at 80%. The last time I tried beating these guys, I only got 71%. 71. I increased that by 9 more percent. So I would say we killed at least. So went another 15% of their guys would be another, I'd say 1,000. So 67 to 7,000 I killed of their men, which is amazing. That would pretty much be the entire Jerusalem force and whatever's left of the Antioch force. And if you guys are curious, you can pause and kind of look at all the casualties we inflicted, casualties we sustained, because we all died, of course, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, the Varangian guards did very well. My general's bodyguard, very well as well. Very well. I can't say well as many times in a sentence, can I? This was actually the best battle for my spear militia because usually they'd only get a 65 on average or in the 60s. 100, 160, yeah, 162, wow, jeez. Almost 100 and a normal 65, but I mean, anything's better than just all of them getting the same thing. Archers, rather well. Picked off quite a few guys before they got to us, and the Greek Firethrowers, over 100, everybody, easily. And these guys, there's always one overpowered unit I focus a ton on, and it might have been that one unit in the end, or maybe not. It was just a fun ride. Getting over 1,000 kills with one unit. Try that sometime. Anyways, Yeah, it says Baghdad, but it was more of an assisted crusade with England and France helping out Kingdom of Jerusalem and the Principality of Antioch. So, if you guys liked this, please let me know down in the comments if you have any other suggestions on cool, difficult battles that I could do just like this, and I would be more than happy to give it a shot. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks all for watching, and if you liked it, please stab the like button. It would help so much, or better yet, flamethrower. Burn it with your Greek fire, and have a great day, guys.
Fahrenheit out.